everyone, it's Kate, and in this speed build I'm building a mansion on a 40 by 40 lot. The mansion itself is not too big. It includes one bedroom and two kids' rooms and also one bathroom, so probably a pretty good size for a average sized sim family with two kids or maybe even four kids if you want to put two kids in each bedroom. So it's not too big. I still decided to build on a 40 by 40 lot though, because I wanted to add some landscaping, a beautiful patio, a small garden in the back including a pool. There's also a barbecue area on the patio. So I did not want to build on a small lot. So essentially I approached the idea for this build the same way I built the Poppy Fields build, my last build. There is a house in the center and lots of landscaping around and also many details. And when I developed the idea for this build, I originally wanted to have a red pale brick facade, not too dark, and also a red roof. But then I decided to use a green roof and a dark brick facade. I also decided to use a lot of yellow or golden details. I mean, sometimes it can be hard to really tell the difference between yellow and gold, because gold is not really a color, it is a material, and so it also depends if there is some shine to it, for example. But I would say some of the details definitely look golden in a way. I would say that this is a pretty uncommon color choice for me. If someone would ask me what my favorite color is, I could not even give a definite answer to this, because I think any color can look beautiful. It always depends how you combine colors and all that stuff. But I would say that I'm generally not the biggest fan of green and yellow. I really love certain kind of greens, like emerald green, obviously, or a beautiful petrol with some blue mixed in. And when I started to combine the green and the yellow with the red bricks and all the other colors, I really loved how it all came together. I don't even know which architectural style this would be. I just developed the idea and I added more details. I mean, in a way it looks Victorian, but I'm not sure. I would say it's a fantasy build, maybe inspired by Victorian architecture. I don't know. I think it's pretty unique. For the tower, I used the windows that came with the Jungle Adventure pack. I used these windows all over the build, but I think they really stand out in the tower. I used a lot of the wall decorations of that pack. I think that they're just perfect for adding details on the facade to make it look unique. And because I was working on that contrast between the red and the green and some yellow and gold, I think that it just added some more warmth, and it goes so well with the golden and yellow details that I'm going to add later. For the windows, I decided to use this beautiful blue. It's, I would say, duck egg blue almost. It's very pale and beautiful, almost like a pastel color. And I also used this one for the freezers and just for small little details. This is a debug object, a little wooden bowl. I used this to create a nice bottom for the tower. I did a similar thing for the Hollow Manor build. I used a vase for this though, so if you don't want to use debug objects for whatever reason, if you're strictly against any cheats, you can use the vase that is, I think it's a base game item actually, and you can use it the same way. You can simply add it at the bottom of a tower to create a unique build. I think it's details like this that can make a build very special. And yeah. Here I'm just adding more decoration, and I decided to use a green wood floor for the front. It just goes so well with the green roofing, and to create a bit more contrast, I used these stairs. They came with the jungle pack and they are so bright red. They are just perfect, just a nice pop of color, and they go well with the bricks. It's just I wanted to be special. I think it kind of is a fantasy build in a way. It also looks like a regular mansion. It's not too crazy and it's just one build, but I really like how this all came together. And here I'm working on a patio. I'm using chimneys to create custom pillars. and I connected to the front. This is the barbecue area. As you will see, I'm going to add just a table and some chairs, and I decided to pick white chairs and a table because it just goes so well with the white pillars that I used for the house. So I always try to pick up a color again, so it just looks nice and balanced. Here I'm adding a fence on the top and also some flowers. So we have it looks like vines growing on top of a roof, I would say. If you want to see how I did this in detail, you can check out my garage tutorial. I also at the end of the video explained how you can do a roof like this. And I decided to use the dark red stones. I think these look so stunning, and again they have the same color as the bricks and they go very well with the stairs. It's just, I think the contrast between red and green is generally nice, and the green of the roof is a stunning green. I'm not the biggest fan of green, but it always depends. It's almost like a stunning royal green. It's just so beautiful, very classy. I really like this. For some reason it reminds me a little bit of the house of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. You know that the house was, I think, mostly white on the outside and very Victorian, but I don't know, it just gave me some vibes like this and reminded me of a house a witch could live in, but also any kind of family. Anytime I build something like this, I think that it would be perfect for the Goth family. It's not a dark build, or it's not a Halloween build, it's not a typical Goth building or something, but I just think that I don't know, I think it would fit. Here I'm adding more of the columns and the decorations that came with the jungle pack, just to have the same decoration going on that I used in the front, but I did not go overboard here, and also included the duck egg blue windows. So I have one color scheme going on. And to add some more little yellow details, I put these flowers on the wall. They came with Get Together, I think. And here I'm working on the roofing. The roofing was the most difficult part. I know that many people say that roofing is the most difficult part about this game in general when it comes to building. And I agree that it's hard, but in this case it was really hard for me. When I originally developed the idea, none of it made sense in any way. And then I changed some things up and it was alright. It can be very tricky. I mean, you don't want it to look like a McMansion where you have all kinds of different roof shapes combined, but it's hard. I think building a McMansion is probably the easiest thing in this game. You just have to go crazy with the roofs and it happens so fast. I don't know. Doesn't really look like a McMansion, but yeah, the roofing is definitely a little bit crazy. So on the inside, I decided to stick to the green theme, and I used the kitchen that came with the vampire pack. This is a green that is just as stunning as the green that I used for the roof. I really enjoy this. This is a great green. I love this. It's beautiful. And I decided to also use a green table and chairs and sofa. So basically the whole furniture has little spots of green. And I really love the combination of the normal windows and the Jungle Adventure windows. I was at first worried how it would look on the inside and how I would be able to make it work, but I think it looks fine, especially with the curtains. It doesn't look weird, luckily. So I made it work in combination with the green curtains and the other windows. I think it looks fine, and I have a open kitchen concept again, and I added a small table in the corner right in front of the window. I thought it would be perfect place to have breakfast right at the beautiful sun-flooded window. But I also added a dining area if you have some guests over, or if you're celebrating Christmas. I don't know. I think a proper dining room area just belongs to a very big house like this. But I also like to include a little everyday breakfast area or something. And here I added the dining room area. The rocks also, they're like a very pale pastel green. As I said, there are spots of green everywhere, and I think it turned out quite nicely. I am going to change the doors. I think I'm going to add some doorways now here, but then I realized that it's completely connected to the outside, so I'm going to change this up later, and there are going to be some doors on the inside. And I used the same wood floor, and this is going to be a bathroom. I'm going to place the bathtub in the corner in the tower. I think it looks so stunning. I really love this. It's such a wonderful, bright, sunny room. And here I added in the bedroom, this is the bedroom, I added shelves on top to hide the edge of the windows. And even though it's not the same kind of style, I mean, it's a jungle theme. These windows came with the jungle pack. I think that they can look very cool if you combine them in the right way, and they definitely work with this kind of style, with this very old-fashioned classic style, and I think it's unique. I really like it. And I'm also going to add 2 kids' rooms. I stayed in the very classic theme of having 1 boy and 1 girl bedroom. You can change the colors and change things up if you want to. As always, I'm going to include the information, my gallery ID and the name of the slot in the description box. So if you want, you can download this. I'm always checking that nothing is blocked, that it all works just fine. I also place the lot once to see that nothing disappears or falls down, which can happen when you're elevating things. And yeah, so it's play checked, and you can download it safely and have some fun with this lot if you want to. This is the girls' bedroom. I used some stuff of the kid stuff pack. I really enjoy this pack. It has so much beautiful things, especially for kids' rooms. I think it was kind of difficult to make it really look like a kid's room, but this pack definitely made it a lot easier, in my opinion. And they have a desk, so your kids can do homework. I usually don't like to add computers to the kids' rooms, just for the reason that Sims just love to spend time at the computer, and I think if you have too many computers, it can be very annoying, but you can just add them if you want. For anyone who likes to use mods, I don't use any mods or CC, but if you like to do that, there is a very good mod out there that disables that your Sims automatically use computers. So you have to tell them to use the computer. They don't go and spend some time there, which can be very good. And there's also another good mod that is perfect if you don't want your Sims to switch the room to do the dishes. You can disable, I think by default, dishwashing is completely disabled for any sink, and then you simply enable it in the kitchen, and that's it. Here I'm adding some trees on the outside. I just thought that I would like to continue the contrast between the green and the red, so I added some autumnal trees. These came with the cats and dog pack. You can simply switch their color to red, so you don't have to wait until autumn arrives in-game if you're playing with seasons. I think it's very cool. This way you can even simulate autumn, even if you don't play with seasons. It's very cool, and they look so stunning. And finally, even in real life, autumn has finally arrived. My favorite season is here. I'm looking forward to making some Halloween builds, and also to putting up some Halloween decoration and autumn decoration in real life. And also watching some horror movies and all that stuff. And the new season of American Horror Story is out, and I'm going to watch that. I just love it. I'm going to make some pumpkin pie. Finally, it's happening. I've been talking about this in multiple videos, but yeah, finally autumn is here, and I'm going to make some spooky builds soon. I haven't come up with the idea yet, but I'm going to develop some ideas soon, and I'm looking forward to it so much. And I'm also going to make a base game starter home. I made a base game home once a few videos ago, and it was so much fun. It was really, really challenging for me because I'm so used to using all the packs, and it was hard to make it look special without not having too much stuff that you can even use. And I don't know, it was a very creative process for me, and it was so much fun, and I thought, why not kick it up a notch and making a base game starter home? So I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I will definitely try to come up with something and make something special. This speed build is slowly coming to an end. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any kind of constructive criticism or a request or just anything, just leave a comment and I will get back to you. And I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.